7 events at Albion Park last Saturday night. Let's go to the opening race, and the Blur, who we saw win impressively the previous Saturday, was the favourite at $2.50.
600 metres from home, and the Blur is getting a nice run in front. Shows the way by 3 metres on Newell Brunner, who's working hard on the outside. Hit him up is third on the fence. Then the Master's Choice, who's fourth, yet to peel. Then Ace Attack Jack, fifth on the inside. Good Boys, 3 wide, is working hard. Marlos in the centre held up for a run, as is Exceptional Cullen. Coming deep is Lip Sync, but a mile off the lead. Then Greenman's Valley and Golden Market. They head towards the home turn. 250 metres to go. The Blur in front. There's only one danger. That's Hit 'em Up coming to the outside. Ace Attack Jack moves into third place. On straightening up, the Blur in front. Hit 'em Up switches back to the inside, trying to make ground. The Blur in front, 50 metres to go. Holding Hit 'em Up. Ace Attack Jack in third place from Exceptional Cullen, but the Blur takes out the first by 4 metres. Hit 'em Up ran second. Ace Attack Jack third. Exceptional Cullen fourth. Well, Todd, the Blur, he's certainly found a purple patch of form. He's racing well.
Yeah, that's right. He last week as well, he raced really nice, and this week I thought if I could get the right run, he'd go good again.
You did get the right run too. You were able to track through from the second line, and it didn't take you long before you made a move for the lead.
No, I sort of thought the front guys, they did a fair bit of work up front, and I sort of thought I'd go up and have a bit of a crack for the lead, and I got there. It was good.
After that, you're able to run pretty even quarters, but still dash home in a nice half, 57.5. He always seemed to be travelling comfortably, and you always seem to have the race in your keeping.
Yeah, he's the sort of horse he can get on the chewy a little bit, and I just sort of thought he'd be happier letting him roll a little bit, and it turned out that was what he wanted, so it was good.
The only danger before the turn was Hit 'em Up, Darryl Graham, but you held him pretty safe in the run to the line.
Yeah, he was my main concern all run, but the horse, he still had a fair bit of running left at the end still.
All right, can he go on to bigger and better things, Todd?
Not sure, we'll have to see.
It gets harder as you get up in class, and tonight was a nice race for him again.
Yeah, that's right. It's hard finding races like that and getting runs like that as well, but no, we'll see. We'll see what he can do.
Nice drive, well done.
Thanks very much.
Yes, he's in a purple patch of form, the Blur. He rated 158 there and home in a fast 27.9. Let's go to race 2. Dan's Gamble was the favourite, but he broke in running. Calatrava gets up here at good odds.
And Bustling Benny gets his chance tonight. Bustling Benny by 3 metres on Calatrava. Past the hat around, travelling well in third place. And Jasper is fourth, 1 out and 1 back. And here comes Nicky's Air. He's launching his claim 3 wide from Franco's Lancelot. Then comes Rosewood down on the outside. Well back, Hit It Lenny, Dan's Gamble, and Spider-Man 2. They run towards the turn. Off the back in 31.3. It's been a slowly run affair. This leader should have something in reserve. Bustling Benny being urged along. Joined on the outside by Calatrava. 3 wide is Nicky's Air. Past the hat around, switches back to the insiders, coming through quickly. Nicky's Air, Calatrava, Bustling Benny. Past the hat around, flying through on the inside. Calatrava hit the front. Calatrava, I reckon. Well, Charlie, Calatrava winning race 2, but it was an incident-packed race, and you were lucky to miss most of the trouble.
Yeah, for a change, Damien, drawn 11. It sort of helped him because there's a bit of carnage up front, and it just gave us time to get around him and... put pay to a couple of them, so it was a couple less to get round.
Well, it's not an easy task to win from the outside of the second line over the mile, but when you got to the breeze, you were able to more or less control the race. There wasn't a great deal of speed on, and that helped you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they went pretty steady for that grade, and he always felt good in the run, and I was pretty confident at probably the 500.
Bustling Benny led and he had an easy time in front. He looked like he was going to be your main danger, a fair way out.
Yeah, he's been racing good for Bobby, so, when he's in front, he's hard to beat. So, but to Calatrava's credit, he ran a good race.
He's no star, but he's a very honest horse, and he does fight very well in his races, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's like most of them, Damien. He's got to be up near the lead, and if they run just normal sectionals, he'll be there at the finish.
All right, mate. Well, luck was on your side tonight. It was a good, tough win.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Yes, to say Charlie Sweeney controlled things was an understatement. 2.29 the mile rate, exceptionally slow by today's standards. They sprinted home in 28.1. Calatrava prepared by Kerry Marta. Let's go to the third race. Favourite here was Mr. Commitment, drawn barrier 1, but was beaten for speed. Ended up 3 back on the pegs. Here's the action.
I Am Terror is fourth last from Lady and Lace Cullen Hanover, and Bruley Charlie showing little speed drops out to the rear of the field. 37.9 was the lead time, but the brakes go on now as they head towards the 1200 metre mark. El Charo getting a nice run in front for Brad Cohen. Shows the way by 2 metres on Murphac Prince, who's facing the breeze on the outside. Well Court Marsh is third and Glensburns Fella is fourth. Enjoying the run of the race one by one. Mr. Commitment awkwardly placed. 3 back on the inside from North Royal. Just Call Me Joe, I Am Terror. Cullen Hanover starting a run 3 wide. Lady and Lace second last on the fence. And Bruley Charlie is going to jump onto the back of Cullen Hanover. First quarter, 32.1 as they run towards the 800 metre mark. The speed intensifies now, 29.4 for the second half. And as they run towards the 700 metre mark, the leader in front, El Charo, still by 2 metres on Murphac Prince, who's doing plenty of work on the outside. Well Court Marsh is enjoying the sweet run third. Glenburns Fella fourth, 1 by 1 is yet to peel. They're followed back on the inside by Mr. Commitment. He's in desperate need of luck. Then comes North Royal. Cullen Hanover is striding forward 3 wide from Bruley Charlie. I Am Terror, Just Call Me Joe is second last, and Lady and Lace is still last as they head towards the 300. 29.4 for the second quarter. And Murphac Prince, the first one beaten. And El Charo booted home. Booted about 4 or 5 metres in front of Murphac Prince. Glenburns Fella next on the outside. Then comes just on the inside, Mr. Commitment getting out far too late. But El Charo, the bird's flowing, I think. Bruley Charlie is storming down the outside. But it's an easy one for El Charo. El Charo first, second Bruley Charlie. Third's tight between Murphac Prince and the fast-finishing North Royal and Mr. Commitment, who had no luck. Brad, El Charo goes well in front. You're able to find that position tonight, but not after some tough driving coming into the first turn.
Yeah, we had to sort of chase him out the gate the best we could, and try and hold Mr. Commitment on the fence. Obviously, he was desperate to get off just as much as we were desperate to hold him in, sort of thing. So, that was probably the difference between winning and losing.
Well, after finding the front at the 1600 in a reasonable lead time, 37.9, anytime you can break the 38, you're doing a little bit of work. You're able to just get away with a nice quarter of 32 before the pressure came on again, but you always seem to be travelling well.
Yeah, it was good to be able to find the top and give him a bit of a breather and, just let him roll on from there. He's been racing really good in previous weeks and, doing all the work. So, it was good just to get that good breather for him and, he did the rest. He travelled strong right up to the line.
You gave him a really good kick just inside the 300. The stablemate, Murphac Prince, was on your outside, but you left him lamenting and put a nice break in them.
Yeah, it was a pretty good run. The last 3 quarters were pretty strong and, I just sort of pulled the plugs and, roared at him and got him up travelling strong and, he just kept chugging to the line like that.
Well, it gets harder for him as he goes up in the class, but, of course, he's got the gate speed and that's always an asset.
The M2, M3s is a pretty big step up. They've all got speed and they're all strong. I'm not sure what Shane will do with him now. He might give him a few runs in that class. He might put him straight in the claimers. I'm not really sure.
All right, mate. Well, a good tough drive early in the race and you rated him beautifully in front. Well done.
Thanks very much.
Yes, El Charo raced by Reg Weller and Brian Hewitt, 2 good blokes in harness racing and trained by Shane Sanderson, doing a great job with his team. Let's go to the feature, the open class race, and Washaki was at $1.10. And they came out nicely from the inside to Strauss and Be Diligent showing speed. Atomic Arc was eased shortly after the start, and John McCarthy put his foot to the floor with Washaki. He's caught 3 wide driving into the first turn. They're not going to give him an easy time in the first 300 or 400 metres, and McCarthy now just easing out of that speed battle. Nicky's Falcon is 5th on the inside. Be Good Johnny is going to track Washaki everywhere he goes. And Perfect Shot last of the 7 as they swing to the turn out of the straight inside the 800. 30.4 for the second quarter, the half in 57.8. Down the back on the final occasion. And it's Destrayos in front. Still by 3 metres on Be Diligent, working hard. Atomic Arc having that cosy run. He's snuggled away 3rd on the inside. And now Washaki is being eased 3 wide by John McCarthy. Tracked forward by Be Good Johnny. Back on the inside, Nicky's Falcon second last. And Perfect Shot last of the 7 still as they race inside the 400. Off the back in 29.5. And Destrayos still in front. But moving up Washaki. And here comes Be Good Johnny. He's putting in a great burst on the outside. Atomic Arc back
second behind them from Nicky's Falcon. Or Washaki could be in trouble here. They flatten for the run of the judge. Destrayos in front. Washaki in the middle. And Be Good Johnny is launching this big claim on the outside. Atomic Arc getting up on the inside. But it's Be Good Johnny. Be Good Johnny went to the front. He drew away the score by 3 metres on the line in an upset. Be Good Johnny first. Second Destrayos. Third Atomic Arc. Would you believe it? Washaki in a field of 7 has missed the place.
Winning double to Todd McCarthy. Todd, it must be a big thrill winning on a horse like Be Good Johnny.
Yeah, that's right. He sort of probably hasn't got long left in his career, and it was awesome to get a win on him before he has to retire, you know.
That's the way he likes to race. He likes to follow good speed and track up nicely. But you must have been a bit surprised when you joined in so quickly at the top of the straight, particularly with your dad on Washaki hitting the front, and then you went past him pretty well, pretty easily.
Yeah, he showed a really good sprint tonight. He sort of back in his old form a little bit more, and he just sort of showed he can still do it.
Were you surprised by the win tonight, Todd?
Not necessarily. He's been racing really nice, but just hasn't. It's hard to get a run like that.
Okay, now I would assume that he'll be aimed at the race next week, the sprint, which is named after him, the Be Good Johnny sprint, because he still shows by the 55-2 tonight. He's still got plenty of zest in the old legs. Yeah,
that's right. No, he'll be going around next week if all's well, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Now, speaking of next week's race, it looks like the 3 big horses that you'll have will be Mr. Feelgood, who went very, very well here on Tuesday. Washaki, if he pulls up okay, and Be Good Johnny.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be a lot tougher next week, but it'll be a good race to watch anyway.
Mr. Feelgood, his first up win was only so-so, I suppose, but last Tuesday a real dominant performance.
Yeah, it's taken us a while to sort of get him back to his old fitness, but I think he's there now and he's going to be really competitive.
Big night tonight. Well done, Todd.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, big night for Todd McCarthy, driving Be Good Johnny, a real thrill there, and of course the Be Good Johnny sprint, the big race at Albion Park next Saturday night. Thanks to Damien Courtney, not only for the interviews, but for the broadcast of the meeting, filling in at the last moment. Thanks for your company tonight. Look forward to seeing you again next Monday night for another edition of Blinkers Off.